Hi, this is TikTok Tony, and in this segment we're going to show you how to assemble your British dial clock. So when you receive your British dial clock, you'll receive the clock itself, the pendulum, the movement, the two keys, or this is just a type of key I like, but this is the official key, hands, and these components here, which include a very tiny screw, a washer, and five tapered pins. If you open the packet here, you'll find there's 5 pins, a washer, and that tiny screw there. The tiny screw holds the hand, our hand, and goes through here. Let's first take out the pegs. And turn the dial over. The reason why we ship the movement disassembled from the dial is because these dial posts go right the way through to the painted dial surface, and if there's any stress on these dial posts it can fracture the painted dial surface. So the best method is to ship the movement not connected to the dial post and for you to assemble it yourself, and that's the purpose of this video, is to show you how to do that. So the 4 dial posts fit through the 4 holes in the movement. The winding crank and the hour minute hole fit through the winding crank and the hour minute hole. So this is the top of the dial, this piece of wood here, and this is the top of the clock, where you can see the crutch and the anchor escapement operating on the escape wheel. So we grip the movement and fit it on those 4 posts like that. Maybe I should show it you from the side. Now the steel pins are the ones that hold the movement in place. We use steel here because this is brass and you have to have a dissimilar metal to have the best friction fit. Always put the pins from the top, that way gravity will help you hold them in position. Just need a little helping hand with a pair of pliers, push them down. And that's the movement fitted onto the dial. We then need to flip it over, and for this purposes we can use the box to hold it. And we just need to fit the hands. So our hand goes first. This slot here accepts the tiny screw into that hole there. Let's place it in its position. Pick up the screw with a pair of tweezers and offer it into the hole. Using a pair of eyeglasser screwdrivers, screw the screw home. Next we need to fit the minute hand, but we also need the brass pin and the brass washer. If you look at the minute hand arbor here, there's a square here, so the minute hand could go any one of these directions, but that should be based on where the hour hand is pointing. If it's pointing exactly at 3 o'clock position, as it is here, then the minute hand goes exactly on the hour position. The washer goes on top, and in the end of the arbor, or we call it the arbor, you might call it the rod, there's a hole that accepts the pin, the tapered pin. There, it just goes through there. Push it down, and I guess I like to leave these a little long when I'm using them, taking it off and on, but this is the last time, so we can just squeeze that in with the pliers and then the job's done.